Hello everyone, thanks for coming back to this channel. It's good to have you back to continue the learning process of AutoCAD fundamentals, which I'm very sure that you are as well proceeding to the next level, going beyond the basic as well. I hope you have been making use of the various tools, ideas, and commands that have been well communicated on this channel. So please kindly subscribe and as well refer this channel to your lovely ones. So this video is going to be a short one, as I will be talking about object properties. So you remember in the last video which was on uh, the last video which was on multi-line, I made mention that I will be releasing a video on object properties. Then after this video, then I think we should move down to layer management. So but now when talking about object properties, for every object that you draw on AutoCAD, they have properties attached to them. So for you as a user that you make use of this AutoCAD and the tools, I need to know that users can assign different object properties to different objects for better understanding and communication. So for instance, when you draw your circle, you should be able to assign some properties to circle that will make it they are well communicated to the person that you'll be passing the information to the manufacturer or the builder or anyone that will be coordinating the final aspect of the project that will be executing it. They should be able to have an understanding on what you meant by by assigning various object properties to it. So it's used for better understanding and communication. So now the first thing that we need to learn is that okay, we need to know that the object property, you can even have it from your home tab here, and these are the ribbons that made up of the property. You can see properties. So the first thing is your is your property window. Now the property window, you can choose several tools that control objects properties depending on the work you are doing, because they are actually much, but I'll just be you walking us through the basic and the common ones and the most required ones. So if you click on, there are three ways to make the window property pump out. So the first method could be you clicking on this arrow here. You can see this arrow. So by the time you click on it, now immediately you lay down the arrow, place the arrow on it, you can see the second option, which is what? Control 1, right? So by the time you click on it, this is your window um property window. So no selection. Why is there no selection? Because of what? We haven't picked any object. So that's this why. Then you have these are the properties that you know that you can attach to objects. Now view is just talking about the working space where your if you actually study the coordinate system, you understand it more and more. Then these are what we just be talking about for today in this video. Now let me close it. The second way is you pressing Control 1. Hold down your Control key and 1. So by the time you use Control 1, you are going to have it again. Control 1 to take it back again. Control 1, Control 1, right? Then the third is by you typing it properties. So it will pump out. So that is your window. So now the first thing that we have is the what? Is the color, which is here as well. You can see the color. So beside the color, this is displaying the color. Beside the color recognize is your various color. At least we have up to like, if I'm not mistaken, I think we should have up to like 255 AutoCAD color index. So because by the time you click on more color, you have, this is the index color. We have a lot of colors, a lot. True color, color book. So depending on how you can just maneuver and come and pick what you want and all that. So by default, we are actually on white, which is by layer. You know, by layer, you will be by, meaning that you can assign color by the property in your layer or the property by block. We will get to those aspects as well. All right. So then aside color, I have my line weight. You can assign weight to your line. That is the line width is actually demonstrating the thickness. It's demonstrating the thickness of your line, right? Then we also have the line scales and the likes. So now let me draw, for instance, let me draw a circle, right? So now this circle, you will notice now that if I should click on this, immediately I click on this, the circle appear on the what? On the window. Let me escape it. Did not appear again because what? Is not highlighted. But immediately I highlight it, the property and display, right? This is telling about the geometry of it, the coordinate and the likes. Now the diameter, this is like the diameter of the circle. This is the circumference and this is the area. All right. So and those can be gotten even using the utility tools. Now the color, the color is white, right? By layer. So we can actually change the color. You can change the color and we can come down here and what? And change the color. So let's say we change this color to yellow, right? You can see it. And this is the number of the color. Because those attached to those colors are some numbers. And some numbers. Here it is number 2 here. If I should pick this pure yellow, right? Yellow. But the color that we chose the other time, I think this. So that is the color attached to it, right? Layer. We are on layer 0, right? So you can see that now we have this. All right. So now, what about line type? Now, when talking about the line type command, the line type command is used to, you can use it to load. You can use it to set and also to modify line type in a line type manager. So we actually have a line type manager that will pump out for us to see various type of lines, right? So so one of the shortcuts to line type is LT. So as you can see, LT, then enter. So immediately you click LT enter, I have a lot of line type. So yeah, the filter is what type of line do you want it to show? Sref as external reference. Now you can load lines because there are a lot of lines. Currently, these are the 3 types of lines that we have in our drawing. So you can, so let us, currently you can see that what I have here, what we have been using is the by layer, right? So we can choose to continuous and we can change to by block as well. All right. So but there are a lot of lines of which if I should click on load, have a lot of line. Now file mean you have we actually have two types of file here. We have the AutoCAD and we have the AutoCAD.line, and we have the AutoCAD also dot line. And the AutoCAD is actually for imperial, while this is for metric. So it depends on the one you want to use, you want to load. So by default, the one that AutoCAD has loaded is the one for imperial. So you can change it. So you want to load it to metric. So you can always go back and change it again. So what I so, so that's that about that. So you can, and as well if you have an external, what's it called, an external file for your line type, you can always what load it as well by just browsing it from any of the location that you saved it. All right. So now these are the various types of lines that we have. So you can see dot, dot. So we have many line types, right? Zigzag, track. So we have, so for instance, let me us just take a dash line, right? And click on enter. So the dash line is there. You can still come and click it and delete it that you don't want to show to display again. Then you can show the details of the now of the line or dash line, right? So here you can change the, what's it called, the scale as well. And you can set it as current, that oh, this is the line you want as current, as the current line. Can you see that now? Because you've set it as the current line. So you can see it's giving you what, dash line, because that's what you set. So you can come here, click on this circle, because you've loaded it, come to your line type, this is it here, and change it to what, to dash. Can you see that? Because you have what, you have loaded it. So you can always change your line type. Don't forget LT for line. You can load. Let's say you want zigzag line. You want zigzag, enter, and just click OK. So you can have a particular, let's say, okay, you've done something and you want to change this to, oh no, you want to change it to zigzag. Can you see that? Right, and you can attach color to it as well, right? So I hope we are flowing. So by the time you are done with any type of line that you, so you can come back and change it to by layer or any other straight and reasonable line. You can see it, we are back to the default. We are back to the default right now because we've changed it to what? To by layer. Because the default layer in AutoCAD is always the default, is always 0, so which is by layer, of which you cannot delete it. This is it here, 0, you can't delete it. So that's why we are always be having that. All right. So then we also have the line weight command. Line weight. Now when talking about the line weight is used to set current line property, line like line weight unit, display scale, and the like. So the line weight command, I think, so this is the line weight command here, right? So we have various types of, lines. So you can choose between millimeter or inches, depend on your what. You can see the figures have changed depend on, but I work mostly in millimeter. I work in millimeter. Then you can adjust the scale, display scale. So then by default, this is the line width that we have by default is 0.25 millimeter, right? And the line width, you can have access to it here as well, right? So now let's take for instance that I want to this particular drawing, I want this my line width, right? To I want to increase it. So I can highlight it, go to either type my line width, right, and change, or after highlighting it, I come down here to my line width and I will choose, or I come down here to my line width and I will choose. So for instance, let me choose 0.40. So I've chosen 0.40, but it's not displaying. Why? Now let me highlight it again and confirm. Yes, it's 0.40. But why is it not showing? Now the reason why it's not showing is that you have to make sure that your line weight command is on. Currently it is off. So to do that, you come down here to your customization menu. You come down to your customization. So you click on this three little grid line. So you click on it. So you have access to a lot of settings as well, right? So you click on it, then you look for line weight. So this is line weight. Then you click on line weight. Now take note of what we have here before and let us look at the difference. So I'll click on it, then what? Line weight. All right. So you can see, can you note the difference? This is it. Let me take it back. So I'll click on it again. So this is what? The line weight, right? So now I have my line weight display here. Line weight display. So let's try if we can even get it from line weight display. Yes, this is it. So you can see this is the command for it, so you can set it off because it has recognized that it is on as well. So and you can set it on. Then, but it's not showing, right? Because of what? Our display. You can see it is now on. I've put it on. Let me pull it off. So if you don't want to use the command line rather, what you just have to do is what? Come here and toggle it, click on it, on, off. You can see on, off. So it's currently on now. And you can now see the difference. You can see how thick the line is, the thickness of the line. You can see that now. So that is that about that. And we also have transparency as well. Transparency is just how transparent your you want your drawing to be, how transparent you want it to be. So that is how, so we change our transparency to what? To uh to 17, right? All right. So that is that on that. And these are the major, what is it called? Major explanation that I want to give in this drawing before going down to we knowing a little about the utilities tools as well. I just feel we should also learn that as well. But before we go that, let us look at the match property. So what is the match property about? Now the match property command is used to apply the properties of a selected object. That is, you have two objects. So a selected object to another. Yes. So you have two objects and you want the property to reflect on another property, on another object. So you can just, for instance, I have my circle. So we always have source and we always have um destination. So I have this and I want this circle I want this circle to take the form of my I want this circle rather to take the form of this circle, as the art of this circle is made up of dash lines and and yellow color. So I want it to take the form of it. So I'll match it instead of me clicking on this and trying to give it the properties that this has already. So I can just match it. So I'll click on match property. So as I click on match property, so you ask me to select what? Select source object. So this is my source object. I'll select it and now select what? Destination object. I want it to reflect here. Can you see that? So I have that. So for instance, I have my polyline and I want it to take the form of this. So object properties, select source object. This is my subject and this is my destination object. Cool, right? Yes, it is. So that is that on that. Now let us quickly talk about the utilities of. All right, because I promise that I don't want this video to be long. So the utilities, I'm going to explain it in another video. So thanks for watching. Um, will be in another video. You get to know more about the the other tools in AutoCAD. Please kindly subscribe to this channel and like this video. I promise to explain the other concepts in the other video. Expect that video. Thanks a lot and you have a wonderful time.